Yo, what is up, boy gamers out there? The name is Tekken Heat, bringing you guys another crew commentary on the topic of Need for Speed 2015. And the topic is on today is actually the amount of cars you can have in your garage and the ability to sell these cars. Now, we had gotten a tweet talking about how there is actually a limit to how many cars you can have in your garage, and that limit does seem pretty damn small because it is a limit of only 5 cars. Now I'm wondering if when they say 5 cars, if maybe there isn't actually gonna be that big of a car list, because if we have something like, say, 50 cars, just having a maximum of 5 in your garage seems pretty small. So this might even let us know that the car list might not even be that big. We might be getting, say, maybe around the 30s or at the max 40s. I really do hope that it is a lot bigger, and I really do hope that they do increase the amount you can have in your garage. Although I'm pretty sure they might do some kind of microtransaction with that. If they don't, and they actually do just increase it to maybe like, say, 10, I think I'll be perfectly fine with that. But whatever, this is the news that we're getting at the moment. Now, something else that he mentioned is that you will be able to sell your cars. So I guess this also seems like a good thing because, if we just buy 5 cars, like, and there's no way to like get them away or give them away, it's kind of like very, very limiting, and you have to like be very cautious of what you buy. But luckily, we'll be able to sell these cars, and I think that's just the better thing to do. Now, something else I would also like to mention is that there's talk about how purchasing these cars isn't going to be as easy as you might think, or as easy as it might have been in some of the previous games. And I kind of like that because at least it makes you have to work to fill up your garage, kind of like the crew in a way. How some of these cars are actually pretty pricey, and you have to do a lot to actually earn it. You have to do a lot of factions missions, you have to do a lot of the story missions, and all these kind of stuff in different free roam challenges. Like how one of the things how I do to really get my money is by doing a lot of drifting, because you do get money for drifting. So I do that a lot for like hours on end, and I'll get like 100,000 plus over time. So at least at least we know that it just won't be like within like 6 hours your garage list will already be full. No, you'll actually have to work to actually purchase these cars, and I think that might ease me a little bit, but I still wish that the garage list was at least bigger. Now, something else that he mentioned when talking about the garage maximum, he mentions how you can play the whole game with one car if you want to, and he also put it with a smiley face. And I'm wondering if he means that from the start of the game, where you get your starter car, is it possible that you can actually use that car for the entire game? That you can actually beat all of Need for Speed with your starter car? And that reminds me of Need for Speed Underground, because, and this is the only time I actually did something like this, where the MX-5 that I bought at the start of Underground 1, I was able to play the entire game with that MX-5, beat the final boss race with that MX-5. I wonder if, by the look of this tweet, you can do the same thing in Need for Speed 2015. If you can, that'll be pretty amazing, because that will just go to show you how how great the progression can be with these cars, that you can turn something like, say, a Honda Civic to something that can compete against supercars, because we're seeing stuff like the Huracan, we're seeing the Porsche, we're possibly going to be getting Ferraris for the Liberty Walk and stuff like that. So if we can be able to get our starter car and have it be able to compete and possibly even dominate some of these high-end cars, Ghost Games, thank you. Thank you so much. You have truly listened to the community. So if this is possibly a thing, I'm going to be seriously happy with it because I personally love my import tuners more than I do my muscles and my supercars. There's just so much potential they could do with them, and if we can do this in the game, that'll make my life even better. So let me know what you guys think about these different news topics that we have just received. Please leave it in the comments down below. Until next time, this has been your boy Taking Heat, and I am out. Peace.